June 6, 2019, issue 970 of the transmissions coming through the Omega Communications portal. Hello, this is Lani, greeting you and welcoming you into this space as you connect with me. It's an inner journey. It's a process of you expanding your focus, your attention into a greater field of communication. So it's all about you being open to receive the energy and information which comes through beyond the words, between the words. It's a fascinating process and it's simple. So here we go again for a new transmission of data, energy and information. And it requires of you to be with me in this space called the receiving or transition space existing in the station of light. Are you ready? Be here with me and allow your senses to expand, and you'll have the deepest experience when you do that. So I withdraw, allowing the beings to communicate with each and every one of us. Greetings, Aurum, with you as I come into the space with you, which is already and always is prepared and energized for you. What happens as you come here is that your energy in this body of light consciousness state is examined, is assessed, and the energy is adjusted around you so that you draw into you your particular aspect of information needed for you at this time. Always the beings seek some form of clarification or higher information, some pattern that you can relate to as you apply it personally into your life. And of course there's a curiosity as to what is occurring in the alternate dimensions, in all of the dimensions and realities around you. And this is how we begin this session at this time. As we perceive your particular needs, there is evident in your energy systems the frequency pattern which needs, shall we say, upgrading? Shall we say, assistance needed? Immediately you will feel that you are taking in a pattern, and this pattern will evoke in you a response. It may be a response where you see yourself transitioning into some form of altered dimensional civilization. Many of you are working to help the manifestation of the dimensional cities of light, which are part of and existing in your planetary energy field. And this may also show you that they are existing overlaying the land on parts of the planet. They are existing within the surface or underneath the surface, within the planet itself. And this also includes within the waters. And there are other parts of the civilizations existing suspended in the atmosphere above the actual surface plane of the planetary system. Your focus may be drawn into one particular aspect, and there you will be interacting with the energy systems. It's as if in your energy system here you can interface easily and connect easily into the space you are drawn into. Remember, the spaces you are drawn into have existed alongside this reality that you are focused in your current life pattern. They have existed there prior to your entry into the physical body you inhabit at this time. You are remembering, you are reconnecting. You are a multicellular and multidimensional being yourself. This is important for you to realize. With that realization, also you will be able to interact and integrate the altered spectrum of light which surrounds you and which you are drawing into you and into the space around you, into the creative, unified consciousness. We refer to this as a layer existing beyond that layer which affects most people in the thought patterns that have accumulated and the programming which has occurred. And this is why we focus in recent sessions drawing your attention to deprogramming, to enable you to be clear, to communicate and connect closely with the intention, with the purpose of your life pattern that you are experiencing and which you chose to bring in an overlaying higher level of energy system into your body, into your life pattern, into those around you, to share your pure, joyful light. When we see this happening, this fulfills our purpose, and we can draw in a higher platform of energy and environment around you, for you. It is a requirement and the adaptation that you respond to which draws in the depth of energy and information. You are not here to fight or consume or overcome emotions that are part of the programming which you normally absorb as you go through your life experience. You are here to bring in the pure consciousness state, uncontaminated, and release the higher light spectrum into you. You could view your own existence, your own unit as an individual, as a collection of patterns. Some patterns accumulated as you entered into the space, some patterns accumulated from the collective consciousness of your ancestral line, and then there are the patterns that you bring in specifically to attune yourself to the higher plane of existence from which you emerged, from which you were created, and you consciously created a pattern which you would bring into the earth plane. We have described this to you as the energy device which you implanted in the earth consciousness for you to reconnect with. It was reunited with you during a passage moving through time, the time slip. And you travelled through that, and we were able to remind you of that. So this is all around you again, because it is the energy device which helps you implement all of this pure energy and information, and the new designs for culture, for civilization, for manifestation of new pathways and new patterns of existence. We are observing the alteration in energy frequencies, and we observe that there is a vast number of beings involved in analysing the type of technology to be introduced. We must communicate to you that everything that exists in the higher atmospheric areas around the planet is able to be aligned with the starfield matrix of the higher level of consciousness. You are already absorbing that. So when you realize that your entire energy system is being attuned to a higher pattern, then you will realize that anything that is created beneath that will have no effect on you. It is an opportunity for everyone to connect into the highest aspect of universal creation, of the spectrum of light. And you will feel, as we present this to you, a strengthening pattern. We refer to the core energy essence of you, and this is the energy pattern, the codes of creation, which you access through the greater solar portal to the original intention for creation. This is not a duality. This is the one principle of existence. And you also moved into the physical unit created to house your consciousness in your existing life pattern on Earth, and it was the same principle which occurred wherever you manifested as some type of physicality which was suited for the environment that you chose to be in. The multifacets of this existing also serve the purpose of enhancing and strengthening your energy pattern as it is now, as it adapts to the higher light frequency pattern. This is nothing new to you. You recognize the images you are receiving with this information. You are putting into order some of the energy streams and codes. You remember that you would need these at this time of change, and at this time when the earth is changing, and there is a continual alignment process necessary for you to recognize and to take part in. In this sense, you are creating the new alignment and assisting in that new position that the planet is moving into. It is still moving and adjusting. It is not complete. You are still moving and adjusting into the higher platform of existence. That is not complete yet. It is ongoing. What we are bringing to you in this session is assisting the entire overall process. Do you see the importance of your presence as an awakened consciousness, as you recognize the many elements that you can bring in to you and through you? We give you the image at this time of you in the center of a matrix or a lattice work of flows of energy. You will see this as it is appropriate for your understanding. And you will see how that is connected into many aspects of creation from beyond this planet, connected into different groups, some of which you will identify as various councils of galactic beings, all part of your consciousness. And you are connecting with this. When you feel the joyous upliftment and a vibratory increase, you recognize you are truly connected and aware. And you work this into your daily activities of actions. There are many actions required to stabilize your physicality and to enhance it in your daily living, and to put into practice the higher connections. You are supported in this. You have your own particular team and connections that support you. And you should be consciously connecting with those beings, helping for that support. Included in that are many higher aspects of you. So you have reconnected with this, you are aware of it, and we bring your focus back into your presence in the transition space of this station of light, where you began this experience in this session. And that is my communication and assistance for you today. Aurum out. Lining with you again. Even as he withdraws, I am aware of wonderful light surrounding you in this space. Are you aware of it? And it is more than light. Light is energy, and it contains everything you've experienced and been reminded of in this session. So this is what this energy experience was about today. So while it's very fresh around you in your experience, bring it back around you into your physical unit. Allow it to clear all the pathways so that it integrates deeply within you. Being aware as you bring it back into your physical unit, you are much more than what the physical unit is. You'll be aware of your energy systems in a different way now, moving forward from this. I see it. I know it. And it is. So take in a breath, filling your beingness with all of this energy information. And make sure you bring your awareness back into the present moment, because you've shifted in the few minutes of this session, and you're bringing it all back into present attunement, the present moment, which is in line with the universal consciousness, if we measure that as a time frame on Earth. Thank you again. I trust you feel this, and I leave it with you now. And I end this session through the Omega Communications portal today, omegacommunications.co.nz.